Hi parents, welcome back to True North Part 4. We use a system called iGrade Plus for grading and communication.
If you get enrolled in True North, there will be a parent meeting in the fall before school starts to explain all of this more further. But I want to give you just a heads up on what to expect when you log into iGrade Plus. This is, again, the system that we use for grading and lesson plans. If you log in, you'll see something like this, and you'll have your students or student name over here on the left-hand side. And then you'll see over here the news feed, and that gives just a broad overview of what the student needs to expect for each given class. If you click on your student's name, you will see all of their classes along with their teachers and their grades for the 4 quarters and the final. We did not just pick a random student. This is Miss Palmer's daughter, so we use her as a guinea pig and we approve of her grades. So anyhow, this is what you'll see when you click on the student's name. There is a whole lot more information that goes into iGrade, but again, if you're enrolled with us, then we will go through this in a separate training in the fall.
And actually, it'll be a lot easier than it seems right now. We definitely will teach you how to use it and all communication streams through iGrade.
All right, so let's move on to our curriculum. Our curriculum is proven to align with biblical truth and learning. It has been approved by the Texas Homeschooling Board, and it is grade level appropriate, and it applies with differentiated lessons. It uses internet-based grading through iGrade and communications.
Our curriculum is Bible. We use God's Word, obviously the Bible, and also Summit Ministries for apologia, or for apologetics as the kids get older. And we also have Fix-It Grammar, which pairs very well with the English, which is Institute for Excellence in Writing. We also use Apologia for Science and Bob Jones with labs as they get a little bit older, and the Story of the World History and Bob Jones. And for math, we use Matthew C, and they start to transition over to McGraw-Hill with Alex as they get a little bit bigger in upper school.
I want to take a second and go over the parent requirements, because this is a model that the parents need to be involved in, especially in those lower school 1st through 6th grades where the student may not be as independent yet. You are required as a parent or facilitator for this home day model to sit with your students at the table or be in the room if they need help and lead them in those home day assignments and really facilitate the teacher's lessons at home on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday during the week.
This model does kind of lead your children to become more and more independent, so it really does make for a smooth transition into college. But having said that, most of your upper schoolers will do their work independently, but we do still require parents to check in on iGrade and make sure they're turning in their homework and so that they don't get behind.
Right. We do also ask that students and parents both be respectful to the school and to other school members on social media. And if you have any kind of issue, to address it with us or the other person privately.
Yeah. And just to be respectful for the building that we're in, since we don't own it as of yet.
Right. Student conduct, in addition to turning in their work on Tuesday, we are requiring our students to have a dress code. It is the most lenient dress code you will find in any private school. It's a t-shirt or polo with our True North logo on it, and any bottoms they prefer that are within reason. You cannot wear leggings without shorts or skirt or dress over them, and you cannot wear shorts or skirt or dress that are not knee length without leggings underneath them. It kind of goes hand in hand.
Basically, it's super easy. You have to wear a logoed top and bottoms that meet the knees. Super easy. As far as private school goes. Also, we have a code of character.
We ask that our students behave with good character and based on the fruits of the Spirit. And if you need any direction with those, they're listed there for you. But we really go by the original Greek and Hebrew interpretation of each of those. And I can give you further direction if you're not familiar with those. We ask that each of our students address every adult they come into contact with on school property as sir, ma'am, Mr., or Mrs.
And by that biblical foundation for truth, integrity, modesty, and moral values. We actually try to teach that and encourage that with our gotcha box. There's basically a
Yes.
box that we have that that the students can write down something they caught somebody else doing that showed godly character, which is sharing, picking up garbage, anything like that. And it's so
Holding the
neat.
door.
Holding the door, yes, just being respectful. And it's so neat because we literally will get 100 or more per week. And so not only does it encourage them to act with godly character, but it encourages them to notice godly character. So it's a wonderful thing.
Our admissions and tuition, admissions and registration are based on the class size and that comes down to physical space available. Again, our ratio is 18:1, and we always accept teachers, kids. And if we have a family where maybe 2 of the 3 fit, but that third one doesn't, then we'll try and get that third one in as well. But it really comes down to physical space in a classroom.
We try not to split families at all. So they're accepted or not accepted based on if everybody can fit or not.
Right. Registration, in order to register, you have to provide the registration packet that was attached in the link or attached as a link with the video that you got in an email. If you don't have that, feel free to reach out at info@truenorth.school to get a registration packet. And with that registration packet, you need to turn in a $150 registration fee per family, not per student. The registration form, the medical form, the photo permission form, and a handbook signature form, and complete the interview process. You will not get an interview until we have a background check on file for both parents.
Okay. Hopefully that answers all of your questions. Do we have any other points we'd like to make?
Our proposed school calendar for next year is as follows. Again, this is not set in stone. It's just a proposal, and that will be approved probably later this month with a board meeting, but you can see it there if you want to just get a gist of how school goes. We generally have teacher training that is not for families, but teacher training with our teachers in late August, and then we have a parent training that end of August, beginning of September, somewhere in that week. We start school after Labor Day. We end for Christmas mid-December and then come back the second week of January, and then we end May 11th.
Yes. So if you're interested or believe that True North might be the correct education system for your family, please contact us at info@truenorth.school, SCHOOL, spelled out, and just put in the subject line 2021 school year.
Again, if you are interested, please get on the interview list and make sure we have your registration paperwork. You will not get an interview until we have a background check for both you and your spouse or significant other. We ask that you commit to the teacher and parent relationship and abide by the True North Statement of Faith, Code of Conduct, and help us in taking back the next generation.
For Christ.